Good morning, y'all. I wanted to do an access video on this 620B. Obviously we haven't done any maintenance on it yet, other than just checking the oil and a few fluids when we first got it. Just my my first impression of the machine as far as access. When I went to look at it in person, you know, I've looked at a lot of other different machines, and this one, like some, has the rigid sides on it that are not removable. So like John Deere, my other John Deere machine, you can just pluck the sides off. This does not have that. This is like your Kubotas and Takutsis and New Hollands and all that, Caterpillar. They're completely solid sides. Your weights are right here mounted on the side, and so there's no side access whatsoever to the side of the machine. The only, I'll take that back a little bit. So what is cool, they put a battery box built right into the side of the machine above the left hand side. Battery slides out, terminals are right up in here, and you've got a power cutoff switch built right in, like any other bigger equipment, which neither my Kubota nor my John Deere have. And then you've got a jump lug right here, terminal, so makes it super easy to get in here and jump the thing, or to be able to cut it off. And then you've got a keyed entrance, which I don't even have a key for this machine. They said, oh, it's a keyless start, you don't need a key. So I don't know even where that key's at. But anyway, maybe I should get with Diamond Equipment and find that out. But anyway, all right, so the back, you don't use a key to get into the back unless you put your own padlock, or you could put a combination lock on there. It has no switch, no clip or grab up here. It's just pick it up, it's spring loaded, and then you can look down inside the machine. I'm 6 foot tall, and this is my arm on this thing, so you're not going to do much as far as working on it without opening the back. You can just with a quick glance pull the oil stick out here. There's your pressure cap for your radiator fluid, and here's where you add your oil right over the top, and then of course your filter. Those are the 3 or 4 things you can see from the top. Looking way up in there, you can see your muffler and your exhaust pipe and stuff, but there's not really any access. So you pull this lever, and that opens, swings out the back door. There is no radiator. There's no radiator on the back door. There's some wires for the lights and for the reverse stuff. You got your overflow coolant temp tank for some reason that's mounted inside this door, but this plate's like 1/4 or 3/8 plate. So after you open the door, you got a fuel fill underneath here. Your hydraulic oil fill is here, DEF fluid fill, and you got your filters. Oil and fuel filters are right there. So everything is completely on the back side as far as just quick services and checking your fluids. And then your hydraulic fluid gauge is, I'm gonna try and get my phone up in here, right up inside there. So there's 2 red lines, a minimum, maximum. It's right here below the hydraulic fill, directly there. So you can look at it and fill it, look at it, which is really handy. My Kubota filler is underneath the seat inside the cab. I'm sorry, the gauge is underneath the seat inside the cab. The filler is on the outside of the cab on the other side of the machine. So you have no idea, unless you have a helper with you, how much fluid you've put in there. You can't see it, you can't keep checking it. You have to put the tank down, go around, check it. So Case did a good job on that. My John Deere is similar. The filler's on one side, and then there's a glass round hole on the other side of the machine, and you have to take the side cover off. Here you can just open the back door and see it. So I really like that function. But the DEF and the fuel being behind the door is nice. My John Deere, the fuel's underneath behind the door. My Kubota, the fill tanks on those are both on the outside, and so you tend to break caps, lose caps, get mud on the caps, get ice on the caps. These are all protected by the doors. So when this clamshell comes down, the door is closed, Everything's hidden in here. Should stay a lot cleaner and nicer. Definitely keep the ice off. The latch that I pulled on a minute ago, this big heavy latch here, is a substantial latch. I don't know if y'all can see this thing. It's 2 or 3 pieces of linkage and a spring load, but it's an incredibly strong latch. One thing I really like about it is that I don't have to put my fingers up between a whole bunch of iron and try and reach in and squeeze like you do with the Kubota and some of the others. So when it latches, there's nothing sticking out on the edge, and then this same latch linkage here, lever, when you close this, comes up through the top and allows you to put a lock on there. So that's the quick access. You got your fan, you can see through the grill. This is not a cheap little grill. This blades are about 2.5 inches wide and probably 3/16 metal, turned up just a little bit of an angle, and this fan will absolutely blow your hat off. Literally, it did mine when I walked by it the first time. You'll have to hold on to your hat when you walk by. So that's the general back access to everything, and then we'll do one on the cab and the controls later. Anyway, y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy this video a little bit more. I'm not gonna put any music on this video for you guys who complained about the music on the last one. Anyway, this is Kentucky Renaissance Man. Y'all have a awesome, beautiful day.